Hey guys, thanks for watching. Today's look is this little half cut crease with a reverse ombre liner. And I did use the new Anastasia Beverly Hills Subculture palette. Look at this, guys, it's gorgeous. I was pretty much inspired by this shade, so that's what's going on here. Now, I do have a little announcement at the end, so if you watch this tutorial and stay tuned, you will see what I am up to. It's exciting. So yeah, if you want to see how I created this look and hear my little announcement at the end, then just keep on watching. I am so excited to be using this pretty baby. Look at it. This is what dreams are made of. I haven't even swatched it because I'm just, I don't know, I just couldn't get myself to swatch it. You know, when you get a new palette or anything new, you just don't want to swatch it. You want to keep it pristine for as long as possible, and this is how you feel. So, I think I'm gonna be using this color Access because I feel like this is the color that really pulls me to this palette. I don't know, something about this color. So we're definitely gonna be using that color. But first, like with any other makeup look, you wanna go in with a transition shade. And of course, the brush I'm gonna be using is the MAC 217 brush, and I'm gonna go in with this shade called Dawn. It's like the perfect transition shade, I feel like. And I'm just gonna apply this into the crease. Oh, and by the way, I already have my eyes primed, and I left some setting powder underneath my eyes just in case these have a lot of fallout. The shadows will fall into the powder, and then after I'm done with the look, I can just sweep it off. I didn't even take off the plastic, and I'm about to take off this plastic. This part is so satisfying. Going into the crease, I'm gonna smoke this out a little. Let's fix this hair. I don't know what I'm doing with my hair right now. It's just kind of chilling. Don't judge it. This shadow is actually darker than what I thought it would be. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with the shade Untamed. It's this pretty like olivey muted color. I'm not sure. Let's see how it applies in the eye. And I'm gonna go in with my MAC 217 brush again, same brush. And I'm gonna pack it onto the outer corner. Ooh, that is pigmented. Did you see that? Yes. So first I'm kind of packing it on, and then I'm just going to blend it out. Wow, and it looks super darker than it does in the pan on the eye, I feel like. And I'm just gonna kind of take it into the crease just a little bit. I'm gonna drag it out and smoke this out. This is just kind of like the base. Oh, girl. This is just kind of the base layer for the shade Access. So we're gonna apply on top here in a bit. And I'm just dragging in a little bit more in here. Not a lot because I don't have much product left on the brush, so just dragging it in a little bit more. Okay, so I am going to be creating a half cut crease, so that's why I'm not really applying any shadow to the lid because we're going to be covering it up anyways, so don't want to waste your shadow. Now I'm going to go in with Access, which is, I don't know, something about this color is just like, and again with the same brush. I'm super lazy. I don't feel like messing around with a bunch of brushes, so I just kind of use the same brush if I can. This brush might be a little bit too big for your eyes, so just use whatever brush you want, whatever brush is your favorite. So I'm just gonna pack this onto the outer corner, and this color. These colors are so pigmented. I'm gonna kind of do the same thing, where I'm gonna pack it onto the outer corner, and then I'll blend it out. And see how when we apply that Untamed, it just kind of makes it look like this shade axis is kind of blended out, so we don't really have to do much blending because that shade underneath just kind of smokes everything out. Now I do want to intensify this color a little bit more, so I'm just going to apply some more. Just pack this color on and just give it a little bit more color. Look at that, like, ugh, this color is everything. And again, I'm kind of bringing it in here just to tan. Too much. And I'm gonna dip in my brush one more time, and I think we'll be done intensifying this gorgeous, gorgeous blue. Guys, this color, oh my goodness. This color is so pretty. I'm just gonna leave this look like this because I can't get over this color. So these edges need to be cleaned up a little bit, so I'm gonna go in with the clean blending brush, and I'm gonna go back in with the shade Dawn and kind of blend those edges out so it doesn't look so, I don't know, so choppy and stuff. You'll see. So you can kind of tell the difference between this side and this side. This just looks a little bit more smoky and blended out compared to this side that we haven't applied that Dawn. So this is beautiful and all, but I want to deepen up the outer corner just a little bit, just to give this eye look a little bit more dimension. So I'm taking a pencil brush. I'm going to go in with the shade Rowdy. This is kind of plum, kind of almost with a brown undertone. And I'm just going to apply a little bit to the outer corner. Oh. Guys, this palette is everything. Jesus. So pigmented. So I'm just kind of gonna draw out or sketch out a little V, and then I'll blend this out. And I'm also going to take it into the crease. You can see what I'm doing? And then with that brush that we were blending out all these blues and greens with, I'm just gonna blend this out. So see how this just kind of gave a little bit more dimension. This has more dimension, like I just said, and this one is kind of like, it's pretty, but it's kind of flat. Okay, so we're gonna do a half cut crease. So I want to make sure this shadow goes all the way kind of to like the inner corner of the eye, because right now it's looking a little choppy. So I want to make sure that I blended out the shadow towards the inner corner, and this will make it not look so choppy, and it'll just make it look better in the end. You'll see. So now that I have that, I'm going to cut half of the crease, and all you need for this is concealer. You can use your foundation, you can use your eye primer, whatever, but I just like using my concealer, and the one I'm using is a Maybelline Adria Wine. I'm kind of running low, it's okay. And I'm just gonna take a flat shader brush. No, this is a concealer brush by Sigma. This is the F70, just looks like that. It's just a flat synthetic brush, and then I just get my brush and kind of dab some on here. And now let's cut the crease. So I like to apply a little bit of product, and I like to work my way up. And I like this one because I have a little point, so I can really make sure that I carve out my eyelid. And so I bring it towards the center, and then whenever I get here to the center, I kind of try to blend the concealer and the shadow together to kind of give it a ombre effect, if you will. So just lightly. See how it's kind of creating that little ombre effect there? And see how I brought that shadow in earlier? I really made sure to blend it out over here, because if you didn't, I feel like it just looks kind of like unfinished. So make sure that you bring your shadow all the way down here, so whenever you cut the crease, it just looks a little bit more finished, a little bit more technical. Now with your lip cut, it looks really nice actually. I like this nudish color on the lid, but I do want to use the shimmery shade in Adorn. So it's just like a gold coppery shade. I'm gonna apply it all over the lid. And the cool thing about cutting your crease is that you're creating a nice base for the shadow to apply onto. So it's just going to make the shadow that you apply a little bit more vibrant and it's gonna stand out more. So if you don't use a concealer or your foundation and you use like a clear primer, it's probably not gonna make the shadow stand out as more. So use concealer if you want to make your shadow stand out more. Okay, and I'm just going to pack this color with a flat shader brush. This is actually from e.l.f., a dollar girl. Go check out some e.l.f. I'm just gonna pack this on. I like this. You know what, guys? These shadows don't have much fallout. I don't feel like I have that problem. I haven't caught anything on here, so that's good. Make sure you cover all of that concealer that you applied. I like that. So I want to make sure that this shade Adorn is blended into this blue, so I'm just going to go in with that blending brush that we used to blend out all these blues, and I'm going to go in the shade Axis and just kind of blend these two shades together. You know what? I want to apply some of that cube. This is like white, pinky, iridescent shade. I'm gonna apply it just to the center of the lid, and I'm gonna use this brush again because why not? I'm just gonna apply it a little bit because it's gonna kind of give it a little bit of something like, do you see that? It does something. I like that. It just kind of transforms the shadow. So I don't need this anymore, and so I'm just gonna dust it off, and I feel like it is overcooked. It's been cooking for a while. So for the bottom lash line, I'm gonna go in with an angled wing liner brush, and I'm gonna go in with the shade Rowdy, which is that purpley, grapey shade. And I'm going to kind of tight line, so I'm gonna keep it super close to the lash line. And then with the pencil brush, I'm gonna go in with the shade Axis, which is this gorgeous, gorgeous shade right here. Oops. And I'm just going to kind of smoke out that Rowdy shade. Now I'm gonna go in with this blending brush and smoke that out even further. I'll just put my eye. Don't poke your eye. Now you could totally stop here, but why stop here when you can do more? More is more. Just kidding, it's not sometimes, so yeah. I'm going to do a reversed ombre reverse winged liner. So I'm going to create a liner with some concealer, and then what I'm going to do is on the outside I'm going to apply this gold, and then on the inside I'm going to apply the Axis and Untamed shades. So what you're going to need is an angled brush like this. So, and then you're going to need some concealer or foundation, whatever you want. And I like to apply some on the back of my hand, and I dip my brush into here. And let's create a wing. I'm not really liking this wing, but kind of too late, so. Now that we have our nude wings, I'm gonna go in with this NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil into my waterline. It's kind of big for my waterline, but it's just gonna be a base for the gold shadow that I'm gonna apply on top of it. And with an angled brush, I'm gonna go into the shade Adorn, which is that gold, bronzy, copperish shade, and I'm just gonna apply that to that next eyeshadow base that I applied. So now for the winged liner, I'm gonna go in with the shade Adorn again on this Ingles brush, and I'm going to start on the outer edge of this liner, and I'm just going to fill it in. And we're going to bring it all the way in halfway, pretty much till it meets the gold over here. Okay, so now that we are there halfway, the same brush, I'm going to go in with the shade Axis, which of course it's this turquoise deep blue color, and I'm just going to apply this into the inner half of the wing. I'm going to go back in with Adorn, and I'm going to kind of blend the two shades together. For some reason my camera wasn't recording, that happens sometimes, but I went ahead and added a little bit of cube to the center where the Axis and Adorn meet, just because we did do it up here and it looked a little weird without it. But I didn't want the shade cube to get lost, so what I did is I took a little bit of Axis and I kind of made like a tiny line here, so it would kind of differentiate, create like a barrier between this Axis, or no, cube, and this cube down here, just so it didn't look like it got lost. So it's just creating a little barrier between those two. Now I am going to apply some mascara off camera, just because it's super boring. No one wants to watch me apply mascara, and my lashes offline as well, but I will share which lashes I'm going to be wearing, so be right back. Okay, now that I have the lashes on, I forgot the inner corner, so I'm just going to use the brush that came with this palette, and I'm going to use this little flat fluffy side, and I'm going to go in with the shade Cube, which again is that white pink iridescent shade, and I'm just going to apply this into the inner corner. And I'm going to apply some to the brow bone, because why not? And now I'm going to do the rest of my face off camera, and I will be right back with some exciting news / surprise. So this is the complete look, guys. I hope that you like this look. I'm really loving these blues, greens with the gold. I like it a lot. Now of course you don't have to do the reverse ombre wing if you think that's doing a little bit too much. You could go ahead and do it all gold. You can go ahead and do no wing, whatever your little heart desires. Now let's get on to the exciting news. I am gonna be giving away, just give you a little sneak peek. What do you think it is? I'm going to be giving away one of my subscribers the ABH Subculture palette. Now, I did buy two. I'm not giving you the one that I used. Let's just make that clear. So yeah, one of you could get the chance to win this palette. Now, the reason why I'm doing this giveaway is to thank all of you, my 600 subscribers that I have today. Thank you for subscribing, watching my videos, liking my videos, commenting. Next week, August the 4th, I believe, is gonna be my 1-year anniversary that I started this YouTube journey. So yeah, I just wanted to give you, or one of you, the chance to win this awesome palette so that you can recreate this look, or just, you know, do whatever look you want. And yeah, it's just a little token of appreciation for being there for me since day one, if you have been. Now, pretty much the only mandatory thing is that you be subscribed to my channel. Now, with that being said, please don't fucking subscribe and then unsubscribe, because that's just freaking annoying. I'm sorry. But yeah, that's really annoying, and I really want someone who watches my videos and, you know, comments and likes my videos to win this palette. Now, say you just found me and you like my stuff, cool. But don't go subscribing and unsubscribing. That might be like a little too much for me to say, I guess. And some people will be like, what the fuck? But yeah, don't do that. That's just annoying. I want someone who actually watches my video and supports me to win. And if you do, thank you so much. All the rules are going to be down in the description box, just in case I forget something, but pretty much you do have to be 18 years or older to enter or have a parent or guardian's consent, just because I don't want to be getting in trouble with your parents, you know. There will also be extra like little chances to win, and you do have to like this video and comment down below what is your favorite shade from this palette. Like, just looking at this palette, like which shade catches your eye? Like for me it was Axis. I don't know. So just let me know which one inspires you. What else? I think that's it, but I will have everything down below. This giveaway closes in 2 weeks, which I'm not sure of the date. I kind of forgot. I just know it's gonna be open for 2 weeks, and it's gonna be up with the date around here, and it's also gonna be in the description box. Everything's in the description box. So yeah, thank you so much for being with me for a whole year if you have been, and welcome if you are just now discovering my channel. I hope to hear from you soon, and I will see you in my next video.